After a very long period of time, I am back with the new library called React-Chatbot-Kit library. So we are going to explore this library here, and we are going to learn about this library, how we can make chatbot with this library. So the videos are going to be very short, and so this is going to be a whole playlist. So let's get a start with this library. So firstly, we can see this is the official website, and in the right side we can see the chatbot. Here is a quick overview, so we can see the overview of this. So here, message parser, config, and action provider. So these three terminologies are very important, and also these message parser, config, and action provider has their own file. So we name this file as message parser.js, config.js, and action provider.js. We can see here that import config from chatbot config.js. So we have to make these files. So what these files do, let's explore this. So when we click on this message parser, so here we can see that message parser controls how the bot reads input and decide which action to invoke. Let's say user has input hello, so it will go to the message parser. The message will go to the message parser, and after that the message parser parse this message, and then we write the custom logic. In parse function we write the custom logic. Let's say if if the user has sent message hello, then we take the action against this message. So let's see in the docs. Now see the logic here. If message dot includes hello, if the user sent hello, then we have to console it hi, means it will print console on the hi. It will print hi on the console. I hope you learn about this message parser. Let's explore config. So what config is? Before that we discuss about action provider. So let's see what is action provider. The action provider defines the bot response after the message is passed. So the action provider takes the action, like in the here we can see the hello was sent by the user, and after that it prints the hi on the console. So we can do here, like we provide the function here that takes the action and will create a message called hi, and it will display on the chatbot by the chatbot. So this is about action provider. Next, config. So config is a file we can customize the chatbot. Like, so here we can see that the chatbot name is dogsbot, so we can rename this bot name. Then next we can see that widgets are custom components that you want to render with a chatbot. Here you can see that it's showing like in hierarchical order: message parser, then action provider, chatbot, create chatbot kit hi, and then set state. So this is the widget here. It's what custom implemented by the we can also make the custom components, so we will explore it later on in the next videos. So now let's go to the docs. Here you can see this is all about this, and also in depth you can see that we can customize css, saving dialogues, chatbot properties, custom message, widgets, further resources, payload. So we can do this all things in this chatbot. So we will cover this in later videos. Now let's see what is the project and we are going to make here. So the project name is Ace Drive Explorer. Also we can name this chatbot as Ace Drive Explorer, and then we take a input from the user name, and then age, and then preference. Like when the user age is like less than 10, so we provide the condition here kid. If is this less than 10, then we provide slow or fast, like the preference of the kid, that it wants the vehicle slow or fast. Either it will select slow or fast. Then we here pass the url and the link of that product, and will display here. So this is all about this project. So we can see here, firstly we firstly the initial message of the chatbot is welcome to Ride Age Advisor. Then we display here widget, which is let's get started. So this is going to be a button here. So this is a widget we are going to make here. So this is a custom implementation. So here we can see that npm install React Chatbot Kit. So we are going to copy this to install this library. So here you can see that I created this project, and I know that you are smart and you can do it by own. All right, so let's move towards the docs, and we have to import React Chatbot Kit library and the CSS files in the app.js file. So do it like this. Till now we have done this process. The first is npm install and the second to import these dependencies. Now let's see, create the necessary files. So these are the necessary files. So now here I'll create a folder named so first I removed this code here. So it's now here we can see that import create chatbot, and inside the config file put the following content. So we have to copy this and we'll paste here in config.js. So here we have to paste and then save it. Now action provider.js, inside action provider.js we have to paste this code. So copy this and we'll paste here, and the last is in message parser we have to paste this code. Don't worry, don't think about this code, do it only. So after that we can see that initialize the chatbot. So once we have created these files, we have to move to the app.js to initialize the chatbot. So we'll copy here this one only because we have because we imported earlier, so we need to only initialize the chatbot. So we are going to copy this and we'll paste inside this div. So as we can see that there we didn't import the files which are action provider.js, config.js, and the last message parser.js. So we have to import these files here. So let's get started by doing this. So import config. So we are going to run this on localhost. So let's get started with npm run start. Alright guys, we can see that the chatbot is created now. So we have to add the css here. So let's do some css work here. In app.css we are going to add the custom css. So the first is to add the custom margin and then padding 0, then box sizing, content border box. So dot app display flex and justify content center, line item center, and also we have to do height of 100 vw and width of 100 vw. Also let's add the background which is sky blue. I think, oh actually we didn't import this. So import app .css. So we can see that this is now in center. So what we have to do is, so now let's see the config.js file. So here we can see that configure your bot. We can see here bot name. So we have to add the bot name. So let's copy this and we'll paste here. In this we have to add, now let's add the bot name which is Ace Drive Explorer. So now let's see here. Alright, we can see that the conversation is with Ace Drive Explorer. As a result, you can see that we can customize this chatbot using this config.js file, and this is very necessary. In future, the widgets we are going to add here, the all things are going to be here in this config.js file. So we can see here the initial message is welcome to Ride Advisor. So we are going to rename this as welcome to Ride Advisor. Welcome to Ride Age Advisor. So welcome to Ride Age Advisor. Till now we created the chatbot and we added some custom CSS. So now we add custom CSS to the chatbot. Also I changed the background color. It's not looking good to me. So now first add the background color. So for that, I'll go to the uigradients.com. Here we can see there are many CSS, there are many gradients, so you can select any one. For me, I'll select this one. For that, I'll copy this code and will paste to the app.css file, and we can see this amazing result. Now let's see how we can do custom CSS with on chatbot. So for that, I'll go to this docs. Here we can see in depth section there is customizing CSS option, and here we can see that all the classes are mentioned, so you can pick any of them and do any CSS, add any CSS property to that. So what I will do is, first I will go to dev tools and we'll see here all the classes so that we can add perfectly. So here we can see that the main container is React Chatbot Kit chat container, and here we can see also that the initial class name is chat container, so React Chatbot Kit chat container. So this is the main container uh, for this chatbot. So let's add here. In this we're gonna add width of let's say 400 pixel, and I think it's now good. And also we can see here that the message is towards right, so we need to add to the left. For that I will check out this here, what the CSS is implemented before. So we need to check out first to add custom CSS. So here we can see that the margin left is auto. If we remove this, we can see that this is now fixed. So we need to add margin left equals to none. So I'll go to here. First we need to select this class, and after that here paste this class, and in this I gonna write margin left equals to 0. Now we can see that it's now fixed. Now we can notice that the background color is sky blue, which is not matching to our theme. So I'll go to this and we'll see the class name, which is React-Chatbot-Kit chatbot message. So I copied this one. So we need to copy, and here I'll select the background color as this one, 6-1. So we can see that the background color is changed, but we can also see that the triangle shape, which is triangle shaped one, the background color is not changed. So for that I'll select this shape, and we'll see the property here. So we can see here the border right is 8 pixels solid, and the background color is something like sky blue. So I'll fix this. So if we remove this, we can see that it's now invisible. So I will select this property here, and we add here border right equals to 8 pixels solid, and the color is hashtag 61. Alright, we can see that it's now fixed. And also we're gonna add here the background color. The class name is React-Chatbot Kit chat button send. So we copy here, copy this, and we'll add this to background color. So let's do it right now. So here background color this. Alright guys, we can see that the CSS is now implemented. Now we can see that the bot avatar is not looking good. It is B, which is not matching to our chatbot name, which is Ace Drive Explorer. So I will do here like I'll name this ADE, which is Ace Drive Explorer. So for that we need to create a custom component for this. So first we need to go to this config.js, and we need to add here custom components. In this section, custom component section, we need to create we need to add a variable named bot avatar. In this section we write this code avatar less then this implies. So now here we need to create a avatar. For that I'll do here bot avatar and then do and then close it. So let's create here. So for that we are going to create avatar.js. In avatar.js we need to write this, and now let's see the result of so here we can see that avatar is not defined. Okay, so we didn't imported this here, so we need to import avatar. So now let's see, here we can see that the avatar is now AVATAR. So here we can see that the props are defined, but we didn't use this, so we need to pass it here props like this. And now let's see, now we can see that the avatar is written, but we need ADE, Ace Drive Explorer. For that we move to this here and we add ADE. The name of the avatar is now changed, so we need to add CSS on it. So for that I'll create here new file named avatar avatar.js avatar.css. In avatar.css I'll add the CSS here. So first class name should be ADE, and we need to import here avatar.css, and let's add this let's add the property to this. So first the background color should same here. I'll select this background color, which is the light one, and in avatar.css, in avatar.css now we can see the background color is now changed. So after that we need to let's fix this. So width should be 50 pixel, height should be 50 pixel, and after that we need to do it in center. For that I will do display grid and place item center. Now we can see that it is in center. Also we need to pass here color property, which is color white. So and also border radius should be 100% to achieve circle. Now we can see that the avatar and the message is collapsing, so we need to fix this. For this I'll go to app.css. In app.css we can see that in React-Chatbot-Kit chat message we need to pass here margin left equals to 0 not we pass here 30 pixel, let's say. So now it's fixed, so it's far away, so we need to fix here. Let's do it 10 pixel. I think it's cool now. So let's see the result. So reset, and we can see that it's now fixed. And we can see that here I removed the avatar.css file because it's not a best practice to only add the some CSS code to the file. So what I did, I copied this to app.css file. Here you can see that this is the only CSS, so I paste this CSS. I found here something that is important to know you all guys. So let me first send the message to the chatbot like end. Here you can see that there is a user avatar and how we can customize this avatar. So let's see in this. So it's very easy to do. Here what I will do, I'll copy this, and here I name this user avatar, user avatar, and here you can see that this is now ADE is now the avatar of user. So in this way you can create the avatar for user. Now let's talk about the widgets. So what are widgets? Let's see here. Widgets are custom components that you want to render with a chatbot response. The custom components are those components that we create, like here we can see that message parser, config and action provider widgets. So these all are widgets. It's rendered when the message is rendered. So like this, I hope you understand well. So let's start with the creation part. In the Figma design, we can see that let's get started button. So we need to create let's get started button. So let's move forward to the docs, and in widget section we can see that how we can initialize the widget in config.js file. So here you can see that in widget, so we need to create here widget. So let's do it fast. And in this widget we okay, so this is array. So remember that this is an array. So now, so the first widget is, so let's see, this is widget name. So you need to here write widget name. So you can write widget name, like we can see that this is the initial button, let's get started. So I name this button as start button. So let's do it by, so let's do it. And here after that we can see that there is a widget func. So this is the function here. So we need to create this function. So I copy this here, and after that we can see that so I'll copy all the text from there, and we can see that the overview. So this is the same like the avatar component we created. So we need to create this also. So here I'll name this as start button. Now we need to create this. So for that I'll here create component called start button.js, and in this I'll write here RFC. So after that we need to import here, import start. And now also here we can see that we initialize this. So let me refresh first, and we can see that how we can render this component to the chatbot. For that we need to add here some more code. So we can see here that okay, I know that. So what I will do here, in this section add a comma and write here widget, and in this widget write start button. So we pass the name of the widget here, and then we go here and try to refresh, and we can see amazing. So we created the start button. Now we need to here add CSS to the start button component. So what we'll do here, we create button which is button. So here in this button we write here the text which is let's get started. So in this section we write here let's get started, and also we need to add CSS. So for that I'll create here the class name which is start button, and in app.css we add CSS for it. So start button. So first I'll add a background colors so that here it's working now. So after that we change we add the color white, and let's see the result. Also we need to add padding. So I'll add padding of 0.5 RAM and 1 RAM, and we can see rounded. Oh, I'm adding here CSS. So for border radius we need to add. So here border radius will be 10 pixel. I think it's enough. So let's do it like this. It's look awesome. Also border none, we don't want border here. Now I think it's enough. Also we add here cursor pointer. So let's see the result, and let's see it's working or not. So to check this, first Okay, we will see the functionality of let's get started button later on. So we need to add here margin towards left so that it's aligned with the message. So for that I'll add here margin left of 2 rem, let's see 3 rem here, and it's perfect now. And after that we create another component which is this one. We can see here that this component we need to create, that is fast and slow. And when the user click on this fast button, we take an action. Let's create this button. So what we will do is we do the same process that we done with the start button. So let's get start by doing this, and I will do like this. And this is the part here, which is, so what the part I name the part here, start slow. It's good now, and start slow, and this will be start slow. And for this we need to create, again we need to create here component. So also you can do a structure here like folder structure, which is very important. So you can do this here, slow.js, and in this we are gonna add here start slow. And after that we need to import this. So we will import this button like we did this. Till now we can see that let's get started is the initial widget. So what I will do, so I'll remove this widget and will paste this one start slow, so that it can display the first, and we can add css on it. So I did here, and we, so you can see here start slow. And guys, we can add the class name same as the start button. So we don't need to change the, all right guys, we can see that. But here is the twist, that we added this to block level element, and we need to create here button. So we create here button, here we can see. And we need to create here two buttons, which is the first one fast and the second is slow. Let's see the result. Okay, it's good now. Here guys, we can notice that the gap between the fast and slow button is more, that margin left is 3 rem, and due to this it's happening. So what I will do here, I name this slow button, and in this slow button I add margin left equals to 1 rem. Now I think it's good. Fantastic. So in the next video we are going to see here how to add functionality to this button and actions in the next video. If you like this series, then hit the subscribe button, like this video and share with your friend. Or and also if you have any problem, then discuss with me in comment, or you can send me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere you can send. There is, I think, enough options for you. Hey, welcome back to the next video of this series. Till now we created the chatbot and widgets, and in this video we are going to see how to perform actions. So before that, uh, before starting this video, I'll recommend you to check out this playlist if you are new to this series. So the first thing is to understand about message parser.js, written that console.log message. So let's see here in console, when we send any message like this, we can see that it's displaying me. So what we can, how we can add logics here, like if message dot includes webhook, then it will show me on screen that hello webhook. So it will show me like this. So let's see the result here. On writing anything, we can see that it's not displaying yet, but when I write webhook and my full name, so we can see it's displaying me on screen. So in this way we are going to add logics here. So we will see it. So we are going to see here. Now let's see, on clicking let's get started button, then how we can add action. So for that, what I will do here, in action provider.js, I will create one first. So first I will create one function that is very important, and so don't worry, I will tell you about this function later on. So set a state, and in this set state we pass previous as pref, and then we define here object in this as pref, and then messages will be like this, pref dot messages, and also we pass here message. So this is the initial message, and these are this pref dot messages are the previous messages. So after defining this, we set here initial message, like when user click on this let's get started button, so we take action for that. So what I will do, I'll create here const initial action, and in this initial action we write const message equals to create chatbot message in this. So the initial message is like here we can see, on clicking the button, it render this message. So for that I copy this and I'll paste this here, and after that update state, and in this we pass the message. Also we can see that the initial action is defined, but we didn't pass it here, so we need to pass to use this initial action function to other components. So for that we need to pass here. And also, so now I am moving forward to start button.js, and in this component I will add on click event listener. So on click here anonymous function, so I name the function as initial action, as the same as that function. So here const initial action is equals to so here we have to pass the props that we defined here in this section. So we pass the props. So to use these props, so we have to define here, and after that we pass here props dot actions, and in actions, so the name of the action is this initial action. So we need to pass here, and now let's see the result. After doing this, we move forward to the Figma file, and we can see that here is the next message, let me know your age so I can suggest the best ride for you. So I copy this, and after that, so here we can see that after writing we pass here the name, and after sending the name, the chatbot will render the message that is, let me know your ages so I can suggest you the best ride for you. So we create here another message like this, message is equals to create chatbot, and in this I'll copy this. So after that update state, and we pass the message. So it's very similar to initial action. So after that we have to copy this, and we have to use this we need to pass here. So after passing here, we go to the message parser.js, and here we define action dot. So here you can see that actions, and in this action the name of the action is after new message. So let's see the result now. On clicking let's get started, we get this, just type in your name to begin, and after that we can see here on writing message. All right, it's working, but here is the issue. Let me tell you first. The issue is like when we enter here any message, then it's showing me the message that is let me know your age. So this is the issue here, like this will display only when the name we enter. So for that what I will do is, so we write a logic here. Now let's see how we can fix this issue. So for that what I will do, first I will check here the children. So in this we can see here some result that props, and in props we can see state. In state we can see that there are the messages. So here the first message is welcome right age advisor, and the second is avsdf. So I set this to the chatbot, so it's showing me. And the last one is let me know your age. So this one. So as a result, you can understand that update state function is very important to store all the previous messages. Let's first create here. Uh, so I'll name this here checker, and in this checker we define here default value. So after that what I will do here, I'll add this as checker. Now let's see the result. So in this section we get go through props, and in prop section we can see only this is messages. So also let's see the result here. When I click on this let's get started, and after that let's see the result. So props, and then in state messages we can see that checker is defined as uh, empty value. So what I will do, I will pass it here, and after that, oh, I paste this to wrong function. So this is will be here. So now let's see here the result again. On clicking, let's get started. See the final result. Okay, where is props? And in props we can see that in state the checker is age. So now I will put the logic here for that. So the logic is if children dot props. So you can see that in children the first is props and then state, and in state we can see checker. So in props, then state, then checker. If checker is equals to age, then I will render this message. So let's see the result now. Here on writing anything we can see that it's not displaying. After that when I click on this let's get started button, we can see that when I write my name here it's working fine. So in this way we can add logic here. Again, welcome back to the new video of this series. Till now we covered many things. We created the widgets and after that functionality. In this video we gonna see here fast and slow widget, how I am going to implement this now. We covered till now here at this point, like here. So now when I enter my age, we need to render the message for fast and preference. So what I will do, I will copy this message and I will paste it. So we need to create here one more action, that is const after age message. So in this message, in this we create const message like the previous one, create chatbot. And once we created this we need to update the state, and in this we pass message. After that we have to define this here, and now we move forward to message parser.js, and here actions dot now let's see the result. After refreshing on writing anything, it's displaying. So we need to fix this issue. Like when user enters their age, then we need to render this message. So for that, we do the we do the same thing like this. I'll copy this and paste here, and after that we do here preference. So preference, and the preference, after that we need to remove this line and paste here this one. And now let's see the result again. On refreshing, on clicking, okay, so let's see. On refreshing here, on typing anything, we can see that it's not visible. Now on clicking, let's get started. If I write my name, and then we can see it's asking for age. When I enter any age, then we can see it's not showing me. So what's the problem is here? Okay, we didn't pass the variable that is preference, like the age we pass. So we need to here pass the preference as the same like age. So what I will do, in let me know your age uh, function, I will pass pass preference. And now we can see that initially it's not showing. On clicking and entering their name and age, and we can see finally it's visible. But also we can see that here we need to render the widgets, that is the fast and slow button. So to render this, as we saw initially, that the when initial message created, then it's showing me let's get started button. So we pass here object. In this object we pass the widget and the name of the widget. So we do the same thing with action provider. In this section here, I'll do the same thing, and the name of the widget is start slow. As simple. And now I'll refresh this, and let's get started. Name, and then age 20, and here fast and slow button is now rendered. But here is the issue. Let me show you again that on clicking let's get started, and after that writing webhook, and then if I write any string, then it's showing me this message, which is not true. So string is not a age. So we need to fix this. We gonna do here, we pass one more logic, that is if it is number, then show me the result, which is then show me the message. Then let's see again. On clicking, writing their name and hitting any string value, we can see that it's not visible. On writing then 20, we can see it's now showing me. All right guys, now we have to see the working of fast and slow button. So here I will introduce the new term, which is state. So I know that you know state, but something you don't know. So let's see. So let's see now here. So first of all, I will print children on console. So children, and now in console we can see. So first I will refresh it again, and here we can see that in props we get all the properties, but we can define the properties initially. So let's see how we can do this. So in config.js state, we can define state. So here if I show you name equals to my name, now on refreshing, here you can see in actions, then in props, and then in a state, we can see that name is Weber. So in this way we can define the initial state. So as we can see that we initially defined the checker in action provider, that is here we defined that checker here, but we can define this in config.js. So what we have to do here, we have to do like this, and in config.js we pass checker, and checker as the empty, or you can say null value. Now I think it's simple. So let's see the result now. In props and then in state, we can see checker as null. Is this simple? I know. So now here we need to pass the data, like when user clicks on fast and slow button. Let me show you first. Here, then age 20, we can see fast and slow button. So here we need the data. So for that I created the data in chatbot folder. We find here that data.js. So you need to create this data file and you just copy this. Let me tell you that I will upload this project on Replit so that you can get the source code. So don't worry for that. Here you can see that data, and you can create any data. Like here you can see that data, and then kit. For kit we pass the slow and fast product. Here you can see the image of that product, and then the product link. Here is the product link. So in this way I defined here, and you can see that after defining I export as default. Now I will import this in config.js, and we pass as initial. Here you can see that import data, and after that I will pass this in state. So this is the data. Now let's see again. Here we can see that in props and then in state we can see data is now in state. How it's simple. And also checker is null. Let's see checker again. On writing here name. Now here in bottom of state we can see props, and then in state we can see checker is preference. Okay, now move forward. In config.js, we need to define here initially user data to store their name, age, preference, and we need to here set the product link. So for that, what I will do here, I'll create here user data, and in this user data, I'll write name, which is the empty value, and after that age, which is in a string, and after that preference or um, age. Oh, okay, category. So category will be kid or adult or teenagers. It will be like this. And the product, so product here. So now as we can see that all the data is present on state. Now we need to pass this data to the component, which is this one, fast and slow widget, which is the component we created earlier. So we need to pass that data in this. So for that we have to write first of all logic, that is if the age is less than 10 we need to set the category as kid, and after that we pass this to the component, that is start and slow.js, fast and slow button. First of all I'll refresh, and after that we can see in props and then in state the name is empty. So we need to do here, we need to pass here like this, what in children, and in children props. So we need to write here props and then state, and after that we can see checker user data. So I'll write here user data, and in this user data name will be equals to the message. Is this simple? So it's easy. And now we move forward. Now okay, let me show you the result now. So on clicking, let's get started, and then writing their name. Now let's see the result here. Props, and in props state, and in username we can see that username is Webo. Now we need to add the age. So to add age we need to do the same thing. Okay, so we need to do the same thing. Here I pass the age, and age will be message. Now here we need to add the category. So for category we need to write here condition. So the condition is if message which is age is less than 10 or equals to 10, then we pass here like this, which is the category will be the category will be kid. If else if message is greater than 10 and message is less than or equals to 20, then we gonna do here we set like this config user data and the category will be teenagers. I hope you are understanding what I am doing here. So I will copy this again and will remove this, and category will be adults. Okay, let's see result again. So what I will do here, children dot props dot state dot user data. So here you can see that name is initially everything is empty, but after writing name we can see that it's is in state. Now writing age, we can see age is now 20 and also the category is teenagers. Now we need to pass this data to the component which is fast and slow button, and we retrieve that data to uh, select the product. So let's move forward to the uh, this in components start slow, and we pass here we define props here to get that data, and after that we write here on click we uh, pass here on click event to the button to fetch data, and here I'll name that function as preference. And in this preference what we're gonna do is we pass here the preference as pass, and now I will copy this and I will paste it here. Also we need to create the function which is const preference as equals to here their parameter which is this one, and in this we first fetch the category, we retrieve that category. So category, and in this category props dot state, so state, and after that user data, and in this user data we need to get the category. Now first I will check that it's working or not. So and also I will comment this from message parser.js. Now I will refresh it again here on clicking let's get started. Now webhook, and after that my age, and now we need to we need to click here. So if I click on this we can see that we get the teenager. Okay, we are going right. So now I will remove this, and here what I will do, so now we need to retrieve that data that is based on the age. So for that I will create where const product equals to props dot state dot user data, and no, not user data, dot data, and here I pass category, and in this category after that here we can see that in data.js first is category. So we retrieve that category from props and we pass that category as a parameter, as a argument, and after that slow, which is the preference we passing from this. Here we can see in start slow.js, we pass this here, and here I'll write slow, and after that we need to write here preference. Okay, and now again I will see the data product. Now on refreshing, on clicking, let's get started. Webhof, oh, I write my name wrong, age 20, and now let's say click on slow button. Okay, everything is fine now. We can see that when I write when I click on the slow, we get this product link. Let's check the product in data.js, which is teenagers age, and the product is slow. So let's see the product. What is the product? Oh, it's very awesome cycle for me. So I'll buy this very soon when I have the money. So after that, let's check again. Is this working for adults? And let's check about adults. So here I pass Webhof, and after that 20 as age. No, I did mistake because we need to pass the age greater than 20. So after that, now I am 23 years old, and I can select fast one. Now let's see the result. Oh, I get KTM Duke 200. It's old, but I think it's fine for me. So, and here image. So I'll copy this product link. So, okay, I'll go through this data.js and adults. Here is the fast product. Oh, it's currently unavailable. So sad. Anyways, we move forward here. So the last is now we can see here in Figma file. Now we need to only show bot, which is the last rendered message, which is got it John, based on your age and preference. For fast ride, I recommend you the Velocity Viper or any vehicle name. So we will see in the next video, and also we display the image of that product, and we display we provide the link. So we need to create the widget again, writing name and then age, I 21, and on clicking fast, and we can see KTM Duke 200, which is currently not available. So now let's see, the next step is to show the final message, which is got it John, based on your age and preference. For a fast ride, I recommend you the Velocity Viper. So this is the name of the vehicle. So let's implement this part. So first we have to create action, which is the final result. So I'll name this as the final result, and the message will be this. So I'll copy this from here to here. So also first we gonna do here like this, and we write the message in backticks because we are going to pass here the name, age, product name. So for that I used here backticks, and also in to here we can see that we pass here the name. So I'll write here name and then age, and after that there is a preference. So I'll copy this preference, and here also the vehicle will be like this. And now we need to pass this final result here. I think we followed the previous steps, not anything new. And now after doing this, so let me show you again. When we click on this fast button, then we have to invoke that action, which is final result. So to do this, we do the same things that we did with the initial message, which is this. Let's get started. So on click event, here we can see that we invoke this initial action, and in this we provide that action. So in this way we gonna do with start slow. So here we pass this function which is this final result, and here we have to also pass that argument. So here in start slow, first this, and we pass here the name. Here in the parameter we can see that name and then age preference. So first we gonna do here, we fetch the name. So to fetch that, const name and age, and after that props dot state dot user data, and then we're gonna do like this. And also here we pass that name, data, age, and then preference, and also the product name. So the product name is like this. Now let's see the result again. And also I am going to print this here. Now on refreshing again, let's get started writing their name and then age 15. On clicking slow, okay, it's showing me this fast and slow button because in action provider we passed here widget. So I'll remove this. Now let's see result again. Let's get started on writing name, which is Webhub, and now age, which is 21, and also fast and slow. So I'll select here slow, and here we can see that got it. And also there is name is not printed yet, so this is because in okay, so we didn't get any result because we didn't pass here that data. So here we write here like this, name, and here age. So the age and preference will be preference. Okay, and in this velocity wiper, I'll remove this, and after removing we pass vehicle. Okay, let's get started. Name Vaibhav, age 21, and fast and slow. Okay, it's working. So got it. Vaibhav, based on your age 21 and preference for a fast ride, I recommend the KTM Duke 200. Enjoy the thrill. Okay, so now we have to also display the image of this vehicle. To do this, we create here widget. So let's get a start with creating widget. So first of all, we write here uh, image. So let's say the component name is display image. Okay, so display image.js. Here I'll create like this, and in this we pass uh, image img tag like this, and we name this as img container, and after that we gonna pass props here like we did with previous widgets. Also we have to pass this here in this section. We gonna do like this. Here will be final image, and after doing this we have to import that component, import display image, and here we write display image. So now we need to copy this final image, and in action provider we pass that widget here like this, widget. Okay, let's see again. So as we can see that so first to check this, we write here console.log and then props. So for what I will do, I will first uh, get that I will fetch that image. The name we can see that the link and which. So we can see here image is the name and we pass there. So after that here props dot state dot user data dot product, and in this product we write like this and we pass that image here. Okay, now after refreshing on clicking, let's get started. Webhook, and then now age, let's say 45, and then fast. Okay, so we can see that widget is not rendered yet. So why? Okay, let's see again. So first of all, I will check by writing anything like text here. On checking, let's get started. Writing name, age, and then fast. Okay, it's visible. I think we need to add here CSS. So to add CSS, we do here this app.css. So in app.css, we gonna do like this split right, and here the name of the component. Here we can see dot img container. So img container, and in this img container we do like width will be suppose 200 pixel and height, so we do the aspect ratio as 1:1, and also we gonna do here dot img container. In this img width will be 100% and height will be 100%, and also object fit cover. Okay, we can see that image is not getting here. So let's see why it's happening, and also what I'm going to do here. I will see here means I print on console, printing on console image. Also not the image, I will pass this till here. So again I will see why we are not getting the image. Let's get started, and name, age, and on clicking fast. Okay, we can see here. All right, we can see that the product details are not in state. So I think there is issue in start slow component. So here we can see that we didn't pass this, or we can say that we didn't pass this in state, so we need to pass this here. So what I will do, I will do like this props dot actions, not actions. So props dot state dot user data, and in this product will be equals to product. Now let's see again. I think now it will work perfectly. So age 20 and fast, and okay, so product, the product as in, okay, product is now added in the state, but we didn't get this image. Let me first check that the image. Okay, so there is image URL, and we passed here only in this section in where the component is display that image URL. So we need to do like this, that is image URL. And also we're gonna do in config.js. In config.js we can see that we passed here image, so we need to fix this as image.url. And also we can see that this is okay. In display image we write this here. Okay, it's working. So now we have to add here some css so to look this beautiful. So for that I will add the margin like this. So previously we can see that we added margin here of 3 rem. So I will do the same thing with this, and now I will add border of 2 pixels solid, and the color will be this one. So we need to here decrease the width of this. So to decrease I will select here 180 pixels. Okay, so we need to improve, uh, increase some. So now I think it's good. And also I will put the same aspect ratio. So to do this here we can see, and what we can do here, border radius. So first of all overflow hidden, and then border radius will be of 5 pixel, and I think it's good. Okay, amazing. Now let's see result again for KTM Duke. So let's get started, and the name will be like this, and then age 25 and fast. And also what I will do here, .img component in here, on hovering the background color will be like this. Okay, so slightly less than this color, so I will do here like this. Now here we can see that it's showing me target as blank without reference, no error. So let's add this also here so that it doesn't show me any error. Okay, now on refreshing again, on let's get started, name will be my and then 25 as age, and I will select here slow bike, and we get this hero plus. So here we can see that it's light now, and hero splendor plus I3s. So we get this final result. Hey, congratulations for completing this amazing project. Also it's happiness for me because I completed the first series on YouTube. So if you like this series, then hit the subscribe button and like this video. Here on this channel I'm going to upload content related to HTML, CSS, JavaScript, then React, Redux, MongoDB API, REST API. So we will cover all the things related to full stack development. And later when I will learn about DevOps and blockchain, then I will definitely upload the series on the YouTube. So stay tuned for the videos, and I will see you next time.